each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Start the drive on the ground. It's Williams trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance. And they got it done.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now Wilson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes.
He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. And the tackle going to be made up to 38.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. He coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 88 yards.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started. And they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Got his man complete. Moore. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the early way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to take another shot here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they called the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And Denver getting set to take the field. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Wilson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Wilson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. On third down, they're going to run for it here. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Mahomes going to throw.
That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was
sorry, Coach. Put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They were victorious over the Chargers last week, and now they work with a lead again here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. That one goes for 8 yards.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And his throw is incomplete. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
From the 27, Wilson out quickly to Judy. And some room to work. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Final minute now of the third quarter. Wilson will throw again. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football. 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, the Cheaters right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's going to lose yardage here as they will switch. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's Michael Palardy now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They begin the drive with Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. That's taken in by Dulcich. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Try to find Greg Dulcich there. And it's 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
He's got Dulcich going across the formation.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play out of while you've got them locked on their heels.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give them 6 points going the other way.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Denver's offense now set to go.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration is settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelce. Down inside the 10.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Chiefs are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes this 35-0 now. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Dancing to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you,